Oh no, this is probably not the patch where your Asterite balance explodes. Before anyone panics, relax. Version 3.2 is not a disaster. It is not empty. It is not the end times. But once you actually examine how this update is structured, it becomes very obvious that this is not designed to be a massive expansion patch. This is a transition patch, a setup arc, the deep breath before something bigger. Yo, welcome back to the channel. Kamusta sa inyong lahat? It's saving season, boys and girls. If you want a smarter way to stretch your Lunites and Asterites without feeling like your wallet just lost a boss fight, check out my U7 buy link in the description and pinned comments and use my code VeeDizzy. They're the only top-up site that can deliver your purchase directly using only your UID and server through what they call Trusted Top-Up. No passwords required. No manual do-it-yourself top-ups, just a smooth, worry-free process delivered straight to your account. They handle the top-up securely while you stay in control of your account. U7 Buy has been operating since 2003, and they've expanded into the gacha space with some of the most competitive top-up pricing available for Wuthering Waves, offering savings of up to 26% compared to in-game prices. They currently hold a 4.7 rating on Trustpilot, and most top-ups are completed in under 5 minutes, which means less waiting and more time actually playing. If you want cheaper top-ups while keeping your account safe, use my link in the description and pinned comments, or use my code VeeDizzy on U7 Buy. It's a practical way to save on top-ups while supporting the channel. Spend responsibly, or don't, that part is on you. Now, back to the topic. Let's start with the part that actually matters to most of you, exploration. Version 3.2 is not adding a giant new region packed with puzzles, layered vertical traversal, hidden achievements, and chest routes that make content creators lose sleep. Instead, we are getting a smaller area, focused primarily on story progression and event content. That difference alone changes everything. In Wuthering Waves, large explorable zones are basically Asterite factories. Chests stack up, puzzles reward you, hidden quests pop up, achievements quietly pad your currency total. When a patch introduces a full region, you feel rich just walking around. When a patch introduces a smaller, more contained area, that entire reward category shrinks. It does not disappear, it just compresses. Less terrain means fewer hidden surprises. Fewer hidden surprises means less passive income from simply existing in the world and touching grass. And that shifts the economy of the patch. We have seen this structure before. Smaller area, one major new limited character, fewer sweeping systems introduced at once. When that formula shows up, income tends to feel tighter, not because the events are bad, not because the developers forgot how rewards work, simply because the patch is not built around exploration volume. Now, let's talk banners. Version 3.2 is expected to headline a single new limited unit, Sigrika. One focal character instead of multiple back-to-back brand new releases usually signals a lighter content cadence. That does not mean there's nothing to do. It means the pacing is intentional. Live service games operate on rhythm. If every patch were a gigantic region drop with 3 new characters and a new endgame mode, you would be exhausted. Your wallet would be exhausted, your resin would be exhausted. The developers sometimes need to slow the tempo so the next crescendo actually feels like one. 3.2 feels like that slowdown. There's also the possibility that the patch duration itself could be slightly shorter than the standard 6-week cycle. Even losing a single week changes the math. Daily commissions, login rewards, recurring activities. Remove 7 days and the cumulative Asterite drops more than people expect. It's subtle, but it compounds. Put all of this together and the picture becomes clear. Smaller exploration footprint, potentially shorter duration, one new headline character. That combination does not scream high-income patch. It whispers, manage your resources carefully. If you plan to pull Sigrika immediately on release, you will probably be leaning heavily on savings from previous patches. Grinding 3.2 alone may not carry you all the way to pity unless you are already prepared. But here's where the conversation gets more interesting. Not every patch is meant to flood you with currency. Some patches are built to reposition you. Version 3.2 is adding a long-requested optimization feature that allows players to delete in-game video resources that are no longer replayable. That sounds boring until you realize how much storage story-heavy patches quietly consume. Over time, cutscenes pile up like digital clutter. On mobile devices especially, that becomes a real problem. Being able to clear unused video assets without reinstalling the entire game is a serious quality of life improvement. It does not trend on social media. It does not create hype thumbnails, but from a technical standpoint, it improves long-term sustainability. That matters more than people admit. Now, zoom out and look at the roadmap. If the update pattern mirrors last year, the anniversary patch should land shortly after 3.2. Anniversary versions in live service games are rarely subtle. They tend to be reward-heavy, event-dense, and headline-grabbing. Developers want attention during anniversaries. They want goodwill. They want engagement spikes. Which means 3.2 sitting right before that makes strategic sense. You do not detonate fireworks before the actual celebration. You build anticipation. And then there's the collaboration scheduled not long after. Collaboration patches are a different beast entirely. Limited crossover characters carry urgency because they often do not return in predictable cycles. That alone shifts player behavior towards saving in advance. When you analyze 3.2 through that lens, it stops looking underwhelming and starts looking deliberate. This is a preparation window. Instead of overwhelming players with massive exploration demands and multiple must-pull banners, the patch creates breathing room. You log in, you complete events, you progress the story, you optimize your account, you stockpile what you can, you prepare. That kind of pacing is healthier than constant escalation. Non-stop peak intensity leads to burnout. Burnout leads to players quitting. A calmer patch allows casual players to stay afloat and dedicated planners to get ahead without feeling crushed every update. From a practical standpoint, 3.2 rewards discipline more than grind volume. Consistency will matter more than marathon exploration sessions. If you manage your dailies, clear events efficiently, and resist impulse pulls, you can still position yourself well for what comes next. So yes, if you were expecting a giant new continent overflowing with Asterite, this is not that patch. Your income will likely feel tighter compared to expansion-heavy updates. That part is real. But this is not a content drought. It's a structural shift. It advances the narrative, it introduces Sigrika as the focal character, it improves technical performance and storage management, and most importantly, it sets the stage for larger updates that appear to be right around the corner. Sometimes the calm patch is the most important one, because it determines whether you enter the next big release prepared or desperate. Version 3.2 looks less like a feast and more like strategic fasting. And if you play it smart, that might be exactly what you need. As always, if this video resonated with you, please leave a like and subscribe. Ring that bell for massive gacha luck and maybe a sandwich. Thank you so much for watching. Maraming salamat po, and I will see you in my next video drop. Goodbye.